Today I'm going to be analyzing not one but two songs from the multiple Game Award winner Astrobot. We're going to be diving into CPU Plaza and I Am Astrobot remix. These videos are made possible thanks to my YouTube and Coffee supporters. More on that at the end. Boom! That intro sounded like one of those late 2000 hipster bands from the, groups. Listen to that bass, mate. Groovy. First impressions. CPU Plaza is a playful, upbeat electro-funk vibe that invigorates your experience. The melody is bubbly and upbeat, characterized by its use of synthesizers as a steady, in-the-pocket, engaging rhythm that invites players into the world of Astrobot. I also think that the musical palette is very lush and exciting, mixing elements, synth pads from the late 2000s, early 2010s, from electropop and hipster music. Some of the chord progressions in the song, especially the one in the intro, is very reminiscent of the 80s, but I have to say that the pulsing, beating heart of the track is the slammed bass line that is so groovy. It provides a sense of continuity and familiarity within the game, but also of nostalgia through many decades of some peak moments in mainstream music. Naturally, as the music is very electronic based and is mostly synthetic, it's thematically aligned with who Astrobot is at its core, but also where the story of this world is developed. I haven't played the game yet, but from some of the things that I have seen online, you are inside a PlayStation 5 and this area seems to be a base of yours or a town where you can interact with NPCs and maybe get some perks to help you further along. That was cool. The frequency sweep as well. Classic producer electronic music production. That's very cool. The panning arpeggios. Yeah, this is so 80s with, I don't know, Animal Collective or MGMT, Foster the People, something like that. Member berries. Oh, it didn't repeat the loop before. I really like the newer layers we hear in the cue, like those sprawling, sparkling arpeggios that are panning left or right. Ultimately, I think the purpose of the song is just to pump you out, to make you feel joy and excitement. It's just trying to bring a sense of curiosity, exploration in game, but also nostalgia and celebration of things of the past. And that familiarity I was talking about before, that makes you feel comfort at home. CPU Plaza is an example of how music can define a space within a game. It bridges the gap between the narrative themes of technology and the emotional warmth of discovery. By blending the precision of being a synthetic song and the playfulness, it ensures that CPU Plaza is not just a random place, but an emotional encore for the player's journey. Now let's check I Am Astrobot. Boom! Oh yeah. I heard this in the Game Awards. And the vinyl scratches is straight from the 90s, mate.
What did you say your name was?
And the vocal ad-libs, kind of sample vocal ad-libs, it's a throwback to the 90s, mate. And 2000s as well. I think the synthesized vocals are a vocoder with a single voice, and then it's harmonizing or doing two voicings, I think. Oh, it's they are adding electric guitar as well. And it went down to a lower register. Yeah, this is pretty cool. 98 loops. Yeah. Well, there is a missing element here for me because it says this song is a remix, so I haven't heard the original track. Nevertheless, let's dive into it. In this case, the song is led by a single phrase, I am Astrobot, repeated multiple times. However, there's variations in the vocal melody and it changes from one voicing to multiple voicings in the first half. So you might think that it's not that important, that is a very minute detail, but I think it might be huge for the storytelling. Here's the thing, when you hear the single synthesized voice, it's the character you're playing. But when more voices are added, it's more Astrobots echoing what your character said before. So I think it's like you're rallying all the Astrobots for your mission. I think you could say it's a call and response, but with the same melody. That is so cool. Now the song gets progressively more triumphant as more layers are added, rising melodies that mimic the sense of movement of momentum that perhaps serves as a storytelling device to communicate an evolution or process that happens to Astrobot. Maybe you're growing on skill and confidence. It has exactly the same emotional core as CPU Plaza. It's designed to evoke feelings of excitement, energy, and joy. And I think it works really well as the main theme of the character, as it's amazing how good they were able to pack the most important bits of storytelling in such a short piece. The song also taps into the broader gaming culture by once again bringing the nostalgic musicscape of previous decades, both in the mainstream music but also in video game music, like the 90s vinyl scratches and the hip-hop ad-libs and whatnot. To me, it feels that the music is low-key paying tribute to the platformer genre as a whole, since those very early days in the 80s, all throughout the 90s, 2000s, and so on and so forth. I really like when composers have legacy elements in their music and it's easy to find them. Thank you for making it to the end of the video. If you would like to support my work further, you can drop a super thanks, which is a YouTube feature that allows you to leave a highlighted comment and helps creators like me to keep making this kind of content. Or you can go to my Ko-fi page where you can leave a tip with a message. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe and check this other analysis that I did, alright? I'll see you there.